hate to say it. Can you add an Easter egg to this cover? Well, what kind of Easter egg would you like to see? Divis Julius, thanks for $9.99. One of Zach's early comics was a black girl with the side of her head shaved. He donated $10,000 to a trans charity. He's always been desperate for liberal acceptance. Next song, Hungry Like the Wolf. Well, I'll tell you, we're listening to 80s on 8. We could just wait a little while to hear Hungry Like the Wolf, but I'll put it on right now. That's crazy. Hungry Like the Wolf. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I do agree with you. I did notice that, and I felt it at the time. It was sad, and I thought it was because he just didn't want to be harassed anymore. I don't think he actually. I don't know. I don't know, Zach. Let's just be honest. None of us really knew him. Like whenever I like talked to him in private, and we talked about doing stuff, like his answers were always disappointing. Like he was deliberately trying to sort of let me down. And that's one thing I noticed about him. Like I never came away from a conversation with Zach happy. I always felt annoyed because like I knew he was making bad choices that were bad for his business, and ultimately like it were bad for me. Like when we were talking about doing Jawbreakers, I said, Zach, why don't you let me do Jawbreakers? Let me crowdfund it. Let me produce it, and I'll do the action figures. I'll do all this stuff. And Zach loved the idea because he just didn't like want to do Jawbreakers. He didn't want to do any superhero shit. So I love Jawbreakers. I was like, I would like to own it. Eventually buy it from you because it's important to me. Because Comicsgate's important to me. It's history. Well, he agreed, and then like an artist started drawing some kind of like Night Hands miniseries, and I said, okay, like great, we'll do Night Hands. What we'll do is we'll do Jawbreakers a year and a one shot every year, based on like a solo book. And he was like, okay, but I want to publish this Night Fan one just to test and see. And it's just like, and it's like he did, and it was weird, man. I just kind of said, you know what? I don't think you're really. I don't think we're gonna go through with this. I can't see it working out.
Just so with you.
Like you can't stick to our arrangement for like a week. It was like a week that we had a deal, and he already kind of broke it. I was gonna have John Malin do some interiors. It was gonna be so cool, man. We would have brought Jawbreakers back and made it a big premium like Comicsgate franchise, which is what it should have been.
See if that's possible.
Get off.
See if that's possible.
Fuck up Jawbreakers. It is commercial. It's commercial property.
That's a good thing that it didn't happen.
But Zach wanted to be kind of this Rod Serling guy. Wodenshot says, I already paid for a song today, or I do it myself. What do you need me to do, Wodenshot? Save a prayer? You got a freebie. You got it. Jawbreakers is CG history. It needs to be more special than it is. Captain Drag says, I 100% agree. I wanted to own it and protect it. Like it's the same thing as like the Comicsgate trademark. It means a lot to me. It might not mean something to everyone else, but like I don't want to see this shit get just kind of tossed in the dumpster. I'll protect it. I'll protect it. How much your song request was Internet Guy? They're $10. See my super chat goal. So for a yellow super chat, you can say whatever you want and then request a song. Whatever song you want. Until YouTube catches up with me and takes the string down, which it does eventually. But it's okay. It usually takes a couple hours. David L says, after this song, Pantera, Cowboys from Hell, or Walk, your choice. Also left you a coffee, LCG. Hey, thank you very much. After this song, Pantera, Cowboys from Hell, or Walk. I think I'm going to do Walk.
Dude.
Wow. Anyone get the baby yet? No. I went up there and now there's only 1/3 of it left. It's not me eating it. I saw Andrea. It's Kaylee and her boyfriend are eating it, and I haven't heard about the baby. but I will ask in the morning. They seem to be thoroughly enjoying it, though. Andrew and I got into it, and we might have eaten an eighth of it together, between the two of us. And now it's like there's only a third of it left. Oh, what did you want Duran Duran view with though? Okay, I'll do that after Pantera. Thank you. We got 10% of our super chat goal done. Somebody was interrupted twice today. MOD, True Colors, True Conservative Punk Rock, you best recognize. All right, we'll do that after Duran Duran. Thank you, Travis Parrott. Can you hear the song okay? Just want to make sure it's loud enough but not too loud to trip the YouTube. We can hear it over your heavy, labored breathing. Really? Draw Stream Jukebox Request. Michael McDonald, Sweet Freedom. Wow, a lot of variety. You got it. Thank you, Blocks Radius. Internet guy, Thunderkiss 65 or Metallica cover of Turn the Page, or When in Rome, The Promise. Wow. That's a crazy variety of songs, too. Thank you, Internet guy. Next crash test? I don't know. I don't know what there is to talk about except for Irene Strakowski's funny pirate cover and Rip the Tarts working out over me. Get fun of it. We could sit there and be bored and watch one of Eric's live streams, and I'll try to comment on it, but man, it's so fucking boring. See, this is the thing that Ripitards don't understand. I got people like, your own chat is telling you that they're sick of you making fun of Eric. I'm like, I'm hearing the exact opposite, man. All I'm hearing is, when are you going to make fun of Eric again? There are a couple of people, but mostly. So bullying is when you're making fun of people for their not facial, physical appearances. You can call people stupid. You're allowed to do that. That's not bullying. By the way, apparently, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Lord Raptor Jesus, his channel's in trouble. He got probably 2 strikes on his channel because he took all his content down, and he's like in protected mode on YouTube. Somebody on my stream said, somebody in the comments Was it on my stream or was it on like a Frog Tony stream? I heard somebody say like, "Oh man, Cecil got taken down for bullying. Lord Raptor Jesus' entire channel is bullying." And boom, like 3 days later, he's gone into protected mode. Sounds like he took some strikes, as if predicted. Makes me wonder if Liam did it. I don't think he did, but it makes me wonder. I don't watch Lord Raptor Jesus. I really don't know. I assume he talks about me a lot. I did see one thing where he had an image of John Malin with a gun in his mouth, and I was like, whoa, that'll get you kicked right the fuck off YouTube if anybody wants to make a problem about that. You can't do that. But we don't, we don't complain. Like none of us report anyone. But Liam does. I don't want to make people think Liam did that, and then I know I don't know, and I don't think he did. But anyway, it's just interesting. Just interesting. I don't want to see people lose their channels, even people I don't like. Liam has a detente over there. Oh, no. Are they cool with Liam? I'm not sure. Like Liam thinks he's cool with War Campaign. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, is Lord Raptor Jesus War Campaign? Yeah, that's what I mean. Liam and Pan get along. It's funny. Liam's like, Pan's a nice guy to me. Jesus, Liam. Okay. Oh, what am I supposed to be playing next? Sorry about that. I lost track. Um. Oh yeah, MOD. There we go. Krakow Culture Carp says Ethan likes Air Supply. Um. Yeah, I do. I do like. I like everything though. I really like all kinds of music except for country western. So to be in the right mood for it. So I like stuff like this, and I like Michael McDonald. This is my song for Dan Fright. Oh, and Eric Black. G-Dash says, I love how you're fine if you tell everyone what someone DM'd you, but God forbid you prove it, then you're a punk. Play Michael Jackson's song. I know you love him, says G-Dash. Yeah, I know. I was saying that to Eric, or Epic Mike. It's like, what the hell? Epic Mike's like, I don't share my DMs like a punk-ass bitch. But this is what JD8 did to me and said to me. It's like, you might as well just show him, man. Like, if you're going to say what he said, you might as well just show those DMs. These are people trying to skirt around other people's rules. They don't have, Epic Mike doesn't have his own set of ethics and rules. He just knows what his friends have said. His friends have said, you're a punk ass bitch if you show those DMs. So he doesn't fully understand why, and so he's just like, I'm going to tell you what the DM said, but I'm not a punk ass bitch. Dude, think for yourself, man. Think for your fucking self. These guys, I'm telling you, use your brains. David Bowie, Ashes to Ashes. This guy's got an amazing voice. Yeah, Mike McConnell. You can't hear it? Who's retracting people's messages? Don't do that. Why is Melanie Mac's X account in protected mode? Whoa, I don't know. I haven't heard. I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Melanie Mac. Nobody's talked to me about it. David L, thanks for $10 on coffee. I appreciate it. What'd you say? You missed my dumb $2 super chat. Play Fight to Survive by Sam Bush. Okay, I will. Monty Torture, all caps, comic sign, and thank you for the drawing streams. I enjoyed them a lot. Thank you, David L. I'm going to take one of these sponsorship deals. You know, when you're a YouTuber who gets pretty good, you get a lot of people on your live streams, you get these offers to like promote product. I don't know what it is, but I would love to promote I would love to promote a product. I wanted to do water. I got an offer from a water bottler. I would love to do that. That'd be great. I drink this water. Yeah. I should have done it. I'm looking for a good, I'll look for something to do. I don't even care what it is. Not Baldos, though. I'm not doing no Baldo shit.
What is that?
But first, let me tell you about Raycons. Yes, I want to do it. You can promote these comic book artist pro secrets. In all seriousness, I wouldn't be beholden to anyone unless maybe it's a product from someone you know. I don't know if I'm beholden to them. You just read out kind of a message, an advertisement. You think that's being beholden? I don't know. On Rumble, you join Rumble and they have I think they have like 4 or 5 different sponsors that you can get paid from. And I don't know if Cecil's doing it, but it's like 1 cent for every viewer. So they have a script there. They go, okay, read the script for this product, and then you read the script, and you can do it once per day, and you get 1 cent for every follower, every person that heard it. I'm like, that's pretty good money, I think. Wait, hold on. So, not really, I guess. It'd be $4 for me right now. But maybe like it counts for people to watch later. $4, that's just like a super chat, really. I would do it. I'll listen to that. Hold on a second here. I would do that. It'd be fun. Michael Jackson. I do like Michael Jackson. But he was guilty. I mean, he was guilty. Let's be honest.
He didn't do it.
Oh yeah, human nature. What am I doing? It's way better, way better. And let's listen to some cool, weird version of it. This song's absolutely magical. Cecil is desperately streaming on old apps to remain relevant. What does that mean? He's on Rumble, right? Rumble's not old. As I was saying, I think it's possible to make good money on Rumble. I think you can do it. We'll see how Cecil does. Rumble's okay on the computer, but it sucks on mobile. Um, I'm signed up for it. Like I got my account. I'm gonna try to get people to go over there, and I guess I better prepare for it. I mean, it's like it seems like it's inevitable that I'm gonna lose my YouTube eventually. I hate to say that, but and I hope not. But I can't believe they did that to Cecil, and I think they did it to Michael Bancroft too, which made no sense to me at all. How did they do that to Bancroft? Did Michael Bancroft ever get his YouTube back? Cecil was getting traction. Bancroft lost his ex for a bit, but he still kept his YouTube, right? He got his Twitter back too. Okay. I lost my Twitter for a bit. It was awful. It felt horrible. And I know why. I know what I did wrong. I said KYS to somebody. I just said KYS. I didn't even say the actual words. No way I'm going to screenshot Cecil. I have no idea what's going on, man. I wish him the best, but yeah, like I can't lose my channel just by some stupid mistake like that. I don't know what the rules are. Human very well says it was a joke. No, you lost your ex for posting a cartoon of three dudes fucking in a circle to a cage you required. That's what I told people, Bearwolf. But I know why I lost my account because they showed it to me when I lost my account, and I couldn't say that or I wouldn't get any, defense. So no, I said KYS to somebody. That's why I lost it. So I was like, no, it's because of this. Same thing Cecil's doing. Like it's only because I'm attacking, political politicians. Like that's why. That's not why. They said harassment and bullying, and that means a very specific thing. But you're not going to get people behind you. You're not going to have anyone like angry on your behalf if you actually say that. Like I got kicked off for like making fun of the way fat liberal girls look on them pigs. You know? It's against the rules. That's against the terms of service. And you know, gonna go down. You might as well go down and swing it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Sorry about that. I lost all my super chats. Had to go write them down. Oh, here she comes. There we go. I got that one. Now I got my notepad here to write them all down.
Okay.
2026 is going to be a weird year. Your boy Zach is going to leave the internet. A bunch of weird stuff's going to happen. Damn, YouTube's stealing Ethan's money. No. I meant I just lost. They disappeared, so I couldn't look at them and remember the songs I needed to play. I've done good on YouTube. I looked today and I found out that I've made nearly $1 million on YouTube over the course of the time that I've been here. It's pretty good. Not bad for like a second job, you know. But I got to work it. I actually got to work YouTube. When I first started, I was making $30,000 a month on YouTube. Well, when like Star Wars was big, and I was doing 2 or 3 videos a day, and some of them were getting up in 100,000 views. That was great. And then I stopped doing it. Yeah, it was nice. Christopher Cross sailing or real life? Send me an angel oh, I like real life. Send me an angel. And thank you, internet guy. I could make so much money on YouTube if I wanted to, says Plugman. You can do it. Zach used to be doing it too. Zach was making a lot of money. I don't, he told me what he's making now, and I was like, it's because you're not doing anything good. You're not making good content. Get back to being Zach again. Earthline says that includes comics. No, not my. No, my YouTube money did not include comics. That was my ad revenue and super chats. That's how much I was making. Only for like about 6 months, but I probably could have carried it on. But kept going. Oh my God, Ween.
Fuck. Understood.
All right, this is good. Yeah, Ryan Canal, Yellow Flash, 3 to 4 videos a day. I'm telling you, that is how to do it. I don't know what they're making, but you do that, and then you do a daily live stream, and you'll be making a lot of money. EBS, did Zach say he's stepping away from YouTube? Yeah, but he's been saying that for a long time. I think this is it, though. I don't know what he would do without it. I don't know what he's thinking. Like he's compelled to keep posting his thoughts on YouTube. And he's been doing it every day for 10 years. I don't know what he would do without it. You gonna stop? How you gonna stop? Wilford Switcher, thank you. Six Shooter by Coyote Kisses. Yeah, we got 13 out of 30 super chats. Thanks, guys. Usury, Mammon, Baal, Baphomet, the ones they serve, the love of money. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, Fight to Survive. Mhm. Where's the JDA trash? Ethan says Jose M. What's the JDA trash? What do I need to know? You guys, you're supposed to inform me. If you have some trash that you know of, don't assume I know. I'm not paying attention. I'm busy. But if you see something about JDA or Melanie Mac or something like that, you let me know. You tell me. I got to be like the quartering and just go, dude. What's going on, guys? What do you want me to talk about today? Uh, Bro, EBS never watched Bloodsport. Um, I don't think I ever did. I'll watch it now. I'll put on Bloodsport. JDA versus Epic Mike. I hope it's trashy. Oh yeah. Well, it's not versus. JDA is just going around trying to find a foothold everywhere. Accusing Epic Mike of being part of a conspiracy against him. You don't know. Like JDA is just fucking around. I don't think he's actually mentally ill. He's just fucking with people. He's fucking with people. I'm telling you, one day it's not going to work out. One day it's not going to be so funny. It's report of a conspiracy against Christians. Canceling me. JDA is about as Christian as Netanyahu. Disgusting. Oh, you're so fine. What the? I see you, crazy cat. The doors, not to touch the earth. Awesome. Comic One says this cover is incredible. Such an honor to watch you work. Oh, thank you very much, Comic Book One. We'll zoom out, see how it is all told. I actually did a little bit of work in here too. I gave him a zipper. I forgot to draw the zipper pull, so I did that. Cleaned up a little bit in here. Thinking about putting some blood spatter on him. I don't know. But yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. When was the last time I saw this movie? I guess I was a kid. It was traumatizing. It's the first time I've seen like a main character in a cartoon, a comic book die. Weird. I mean, that was weird. That hurt everybody's feelings. Ethan, Liam wants to see the Klansman at the bottom. Oh yeah, I didn't see. Sorry. And it got the girls out tonight. Oh yeah, her boobies are out.
Catherine, new to the channel, but holy shit, your art is cool as fuck. That's cool. I do stuff. I do stuff. Says nice, amazing art. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I mean, not sure that you're still here, but I appreciate it.
Pretty excited about Liam Gray coming out before the Fans Fest. Everybody's excited to meet him. Taking Liam out for some Jersey cheesesteaks. Nice.
Yeah, it sounds exciting.
Playing blackjack with Liam Gray. Do you think Liam's good luck or bad luck? Invite JDA. Oh, I'll invite JDA. He won't come. And Barrett says Liam is very bad luck. You really think so? Still no warning. Awesome. Indomitable Green Skull says, introduce him to your gym teacher's daughter. That was vice principal or something? Superintendent? Yeah.
God damn it, it's not on camera. Fucking.
Yeah, I love Liam Gray. He's in my good graces.
Why?
Where is Liam Gray? There he is. He says, I look forward to meeting everyone. Coyote Kisses, 6-shooter. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. We got 14 out of a potential 30 super chats. If you want a song request, send a yellow super chat with the name of your song. And thanks very much. Thank you for the coffee donations. Picture this, Matt Barr, Liam Gray, JDA in a room together, says Thomas K. Drama. Man, I would love that. Thomas K. Drama, you'll be invited too, but nobody will know who you are, so you can keep your identity secret, but you should definitely be there. Your comic book hype. Okay, so everybody already knows you. It's all good. Go Mets. I can't wait until baseball season starts again. It's just a good way for me and my son to hang out because it's just it's just convenient. It's like You have to have something to do. You can come over here and just hang out. That's one thing. But I love like going to pick him up, taking him to the stadium. It's a really good father-son activity. And we don't have anything like that right now. What is there to do? We were gonna try to go to football, but first of all, it's really expensive. Football tickets are expensive. They're expensive. I didn't know that. And we don't really even like football. But we were thinking about trying it this year. No, we didn't do it. And now that the Eagles are out, they're picked off. Philadelphia fans behave themselves as usual by throwing bottles at the opposing team fans. Beautiful. Oh, good. We got to play some doors now. Oh, God. Yeah. 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 I saw footage of Phillies Eagles fans throwing bottles at Bears fans as they were leaving the parking lot. Man, not good. The disappointment was palpable. I don't think they let you win two Super Bowls in a row, do they? Job of the Cut says, take your boy Comic Book Cut to a game. Okay. I enjoyed that too. That was fun. It just kind of goes to show. I mean, there were times when I was like murderously angry at Comic Book Cut, but you get together with someone and you spend time with them face to face, and you go do something, just talk like pals. Everything melts away. It's okay. It's like if people actually get off the internet and deal with each other face to face, a lot of problems just get solved. Whether that means fighting in some cases, or just you kind of go, what were we, what exactly was my problem anyway? You see the humanity in another person, and then you catch a baseball for him. I mean, that was something else. I've never caught a foul ball before, and there I was, and Alvarez hit a foul ball. I caught it and handed it. I'm like, I don't. This is like radioactive. It's a Mets foul ball. So I gave it to the little boy, the little man child sitting next to me, comic book cut. He'd never caught a foul ball before either, and boom, made his day. I had a chance to catch a Phillies foul ball, and I turned my head, and it skipped down the aisle right in front of me. It did like three bounces and hopped all the way to the front of the audience, and I was in like the eighth row, and it went right by me, and I turned my head, and boom. If I had been watching, I could have just reached out my hand and grabbed it. Catching that ball was meant to be, says Job of the Cup. I agree with you. Drama stream jukebox request. Leonard Skinner, Simple Man. You got it. Thank you, brother. We're halfway through our goal, which is just arbitrary. Hey, Lit Dev, what's up? There we go. Johnson Talk says Electric Six gay bar has some of your ball catching skills for comic book. You got it. I almost wrote like bar, like Matt Bar. That's how I'm used to hearing that song. Internet guy. Maybe what can I do? Hold on, loosely or how soon is now? Um, do I get to choose? Wilforce Looster, Happy Children by P. Lion to convince Walred to be happy with fiber. What is going on? Hello, Dad, I'm in jail by Was Not Was. Okay.
Fuck.
Oh no, now I got the warning. It's only a matter of time. That's okay. We can still push on. All right. Um, no, not yet. Not yet. Not getting nuked yet. It is. It's Matt Barr. Oh, there's Scott Kurtz. So I've not been paying it. So I've not been paying attention for months. Scott, you're not British. Is Ethan still going on about Eric July? Are you still going on about me? Yes. The answer is yes to those questions. I love it. I love going on about Eric July.
Yes, you
Is he still going on? What's he on about? What is Ethan on about? Scott says, no, I haven't really thought about you in a while. It's been nice. Oh, good. Have you had, oh, God. You had time to shower or anything? Seems like most of your time was spent thinking about me. Mark Walters is in here all the time. Your buddy. You guys are nuts. Oh, wait, when was, hold on, please. I am not a fan of Devo. I'm sorry. I know people like them. am a fan of the Smiths. How are things going, Scott? How's your career? What are you working on? Thank you, Sky Cavern Library. Appreciate it. And I need to be loved. An embolism. That's fucked up. I think Scott Kurtz relates to me so much. Like, I mean, that's one of his big things. First of all, we're both, fat people, but Scott Kurtz is 3 times my size. But we both have late Kickstarters, as it were, and we're not really all that welcome in the comic book industry. People don't like Scott Kurtz, but he does have an ailing parent, and so he's really excited. He's very excited that Andrea is sick. He said he wants to sort of watch me go through what he went through, taking care of his father, because he blames his father for the death of his career. Scott's father was uh, sick, and so Scott's career died while he took care of his father, and I think he blames his dad for that, which is kind of fucked up. So he's projecting all that onto me. Ugh, ugliness, man. People are evil. Like, I mean, there are folks like Scott Kurtz in the comic book industry, just straight up evil. Just absolutely sick fucks. Yeah, I know. He's excited about it because he's like, I can't wait until you become a full-time caretaker for your wife. And he's saying that because, like, he's bitter about the fact that his father ate up his career. His Kickstarter is 8 years late, and for some reason, he's in here. Kickstarter's 8 years late, and for some reason, he's in here. Because I'm not excited about it. I just feel bad for you. I don't think you do. I heard you say like that you wanted me to die. You were excited about the idea of me bleeding underneath a truck or something like that. You are a sick fuck. Somebody should be your caretaker in an asylum. You're a sick fucking guy, man. You're not a nice person. Let me see. We got was not was. Like, it'd be one thing if you were a nice person. Like, I'm welcome in the comic book industry. But, like, objectively, you're a sick fuck. Sicker than your father ever was. And here you are in my chat as though you are a better person. You're a worse person. Scott says nobody's crying for you. I'm not looking for anybody to cry for me, Scott. I'm just here drawing my comic book. That's, which is what you should be doing. I think you're looking for people to cry for you. But, your comic book is 8 years late and you haven't produced anything since. Nobody's hiring you. I don't know what you're doing. You're going to comic book conventions? You welcome in comic book conventions? They got to open both doors to let you in? You're just not a nice guy, which makes me feel better because I'm not really a nice guy either, but I'm nicer than you. I'm a better person than you. Objectively speaking, I mean, almost anybody would say that. This song fits the theme segment of roasting Scott Kurtz with Terrible 13. Yeah, I know. Let me see. We got that one done, and now we got Happy Children by P. Lion. I've never heard of this either. Thank you for the song request, everybody. Appreciate it. And a nice little music education. Man, as soon as I hear the synthesizer, I'm in. As soon as I hear that synthesizer, I am in. I love it. Kurtz is one of those rare guys from the, like the left and the right. What do Will Wheaton, the guys from Penny Arcade and Comicsgate all have in common? They hate Scott Kurtz. How do you, as a leftist, get Will Wheaton to call you a piece of shit? I mean, that really is something else. Will Wheaton coming out and just being like, I love everybody who's on the left except for Scott Kurtz. Like, Scott Kurtz is a legitimate piece of shit. How does that happen? What kind of piece of human flotsam do you have to be? Jesus loves you, Scott Kurtz. Everyone else, not so much. I would question Jesus on that. I don't think he does. Imagine Will Wheaton writing an essay about what a big, fucking foul human being you are. Will Wheaton. He doesn't have some political agenda. Will Wheaton, he should be on your side. But he actually knows Scott Kurtz. It is fucked up. You're right, Angela Schmalke. It is fucked up. Scott Kurtz is in here. He can't wait for bad things to happen to me. He's excited about potentially not just like hard times with my career. Like, it'd be one thing if it's like, I'm glad you don't get to do comics in the mainstream anymore. That's fucked up too, but it's fair. No, he wants bad things to happen to my family. He's excited about actually seeing me struggle through actual pain, like really bad things. He's excited about that. That's why he's going to hell. He'll be in hell with Renee Good. Hanging out with Renee Good in hell. I would, Sean. You can recover from this. Thank you, Wooden Shot. Yeah, you're right. I'd like to request Fat by Weird Al in honor of our friend Scott. It says 421 Spaceman. All right, coming right up. ding dong, man. This is me trying not to accept a cake from what was the Italian restaurant that I got that cake from today, the bakery? No, thank you. I don't want an Italian cream cake, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Italian cream cake. I want to go to a Weird Al concert. I hear they're really good. That's okay. They make great prosthetic feet these days. No, that's racist. Let's be honest. They're gonna get me for this song. I know it. Pagetry says, TPS, how do you listen to this and not feel attacked? I do feel attacked by it. I feel like Weird Al's talking specifically to me. Horrendous. Oh, yeah. He just strung together a bunch of your mom is so fat jokes. Great. Hey, Bill Mouse, what's up? Bill, did you put on weight too? You didn't used to be a fat guy. I haven't seen you lately, my friend. How's it going? How are things? Shane was fatter than you, so crack off. Yeah, at one time he was. But I think I'm fatter now than Shane ever was. I think right now I am. Sucks. Ugh. Ugh. Did I get everything? Did I play all the music I'm supposed to play? I think so. Knocking at my door. There we go. You hear that? You hear Scott Kurtz? Leave Ethan alone about his weight. He's not even fat. He's 50, right? He's got a Jersey dad bod. Relax. Thanks, Scott. You're right. I never looked at it like that because I couldn't see it past my stomach. Oh my God. Kitty Comics. Hello. Yes, when you do interiors, do you finish one panel at a time or do you work across the whole page after you have your blue pencils down? There's no rhyme or reason about it, honestly. Like, depends on, it depends, depends on how it's going. I like to take a blue pencil and then just sort of work out the design of the page and like how the action is going to go. And then I might just work on one feature panel or something like that until it's done before moving on. Internet guy says, still loving you, send me an angel, no one like you. Still loving you, send me an angel, no one like you. That's internet guy. Well, I played Send Me an Angel. What? No one like you, still loving you. What are those? Use guy says you're doing great, or you're doing good, bro. Once Rainbow the Brood is out, give yourself an extra treat. If you're a blast to hang out with via live streams. Cool. I'm glad you're having fun. No, when Rainbow the Brood's done, it's on to Cyberfrog 3, which I'm really looking forward to drawing. I only want to draw Cyberfrog, to be honest with you. Oh, the Scorpion son. Okay. Still loving you, Scorpions. Caldecott says it's been 84 years. John Ford says, when was the last time you saw your feet? EBS. Right now. I'm sitting down. And Cat was right. Even those half readers are got it from the cost of their hoodie orders. See, that was amazing what I did there. You know, you guys call me fat, but then I offer like hoodies and t-shirts, and I order 3, 4, and 5 XLs and sell out of them, right? So I know what's up. Scott Kurtz says, when Rainbow the Brood is done, the year 2039. Yeah, but Scott, it's hard for you to comment on shit like that. Like your book is later than mine. And it's just some faggoty, excuse me, it's just some cartoon book about D&D or something. Just finish that. What's the problem? What is the problem? Is his book later than Fraga's? Yeah, it is. It is later than Fraga's. Well, I don't know what he's doing. Honestly, I don't have a problem with Scott Kurtz except for the stuff he says about me. I just don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what he's up to. Who is later, Ethan or Fraga? Well, Fraga, because I put out books this whole time. You know what I mean? I've actually put stuff out. Just not Rainbow the Brood. But everything else was just coming out. Johnny B. Good says, so why is he hate watching? Needs a friend. I don't know. I think, excuse me, I'm sorry. I think, looking at Scott, I think probably, he is very upset about his own circumstances in his life. He is a liberal. He knows I'm a conservative, so he already hates me because of that. But he thinks I have it worse than him, even though there's certain aspects of my life that are very similar to his. So there's something in him that compels him to sit here and watch me and just hope his impending downfall, which is coming, happens to me first. And I think that's what it is. I don't know why he dragged Mark into it, but that's what I think is going on. I can tell by the stuff he says. I get it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm any better than that. Do what I think that's human. That's human. It's not nice, but it's human. Oh my God, I gotta wake up. I wanted to finish this tonight, but I'm so bored with it. You put it down and start something else. I don't want to go to bed. I just want to draw something that, I'm excited about. See, I got to draw little tiny vampires receding into blackness all the way back here, little tiny vampire heads. And I really don't want to do it. Oh no, it's ACDC. Oh shit. Oh shit. Thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Thank you for warning me. I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even like ACDC that much. But they are the only, they're a group that will kill you. Um, what do we want to listen to? You know what we want to listen to? We want to listen to the Barry Manilow. But we don't even get into Barry Manilow. Katie Comics says Queen, Princess of the Universe. Well, we've got 23 out of 30 super chats. Unbelievable. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right, let me draw another fucking vampire. Draw Blade. I feel like I kind of did right here. If you hate Men at Work and ACDC, they're Aussie icons. I don't hate either of them. I just don't like them. I know they're Aussie icons. So's Kylie Minogue. I like her. I mean, I don't get the lead singer Angus, whatever his name is, Angus Young. I don't get his voice, man. I don't understand that shit. I can't relate to that at all. That's Brian? Oh, Brian. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the band that well. But the lead singer, man, his voice is just weird. I don't know how you listen to that. Like maybe one song like that, but how do you listen to a whole lot of songs like that? Yeah, I just never got ACDC. I respect them, but I just don't, I don't get it. I never got into them. Scott Kurtz, come over here and finish this for me. I'm drawing little vampires. And it has to be black, Scott. Everything's got to be blacked out. You see? What the hell? There you go. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Okay. Yeah. All right, we got Dark Knight by the Blasters. Thank you, Xeno4XL. Appreciate it. And then we got Internet Guy, Head Over Heels, Jesus Got My Head Rod, Hot Rod, and then Separate Ways. Are those three different? I mean, those are three different songs by three different bands, right? Yeah. Leader of Pegasus says, "This is my first time secret chatting ever. Song request, Caius Gardenia." Okay. Thank you for super chatting. I just keep doing it, man. What's up, Bootlegger Entertainment? Here's Scott Kurtz. I don't want to be at odds with Ethan anymore. Shit's so crazy these days. We all need to support each other in comics. I don't like him, but he doesn't like me either. We can be civil, I guess. Scott, I want to like you. Okay, I don't want to fight with you. I don't know why you took a dislike to me. I can imagine why, because I've done it before myself. Okay, I've taken a dislike to people who I've never met that annoyed me on the internet, and then I met them, and we got along. So I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to have bad feelings about you. I do have bad feelings about you because I see awful things you say about me. I'm down already. If you're worried about me being pushed down and all this stuff and being down out for the count, I'm down, man. You guys kicked my ass. I'm never going to work in mainstream comics again. You're right. I'm not allowed in conventions anymore. I have nightmares about it at night. Like, literally, you guys beat me. SJW's beat me, okay? Like, in that way. So if you want to see me beaten, I've been beaten. You should feel happy about that. Beyond that, like, yeah, I'm doing my thing, man. I'm trying to take care of my family. I'm trying to draw my comics. I'm trying to have fun, and I don't want to fight with you either. So if you're
Shit. There goes the stream.
What if I told you that Jesus drew a single symbol in the dirt that instantly neutralized spiritual interference, and the church spent centuries making sure you'd never see it? This isn't about religious doctrine or faith healing. We're talking about suppressed technology of consciousness that worked regardless of belief. The Gnostic accounts describe a remarkable scene. Jesus, surrounded by accusers and hostile spiritual forces, simply bent down and traced something in the dust. Witnesses reported the aggressive energy immediately dissipated. One by one, his accusers walked away. The confrontation ended without a single word spoken. This wasn't magic or divine intervention. It was applied knowledge of how consciousness interacts with reality through symbolic geometry. Unlike prayers or rituals, this symbol required no faith, no priest, no institution. It operated on structural principles that bypass belief entirely. Traces of this symbol still exist in Gnostic texts, hidden in plain sight. Understanding its mechanism reveals why certain geometric forms have been both revered and systematically suppressed throughout history. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand not just what this symbol was, but why it worked, and how these principles still apply today. When you really dig into the Gnostic texts, not the sanitized versions they teach in comparative religion courses, but the raw manuscripts found at Nag Hammadi, you discover something that completely reframes how we understand spiritual interference. The archons weren't described as horned demons with pitchforks. They were mapped out as specific patterns of consciousness disruption, like spiritual malware running background programs in human awareness. The Gnostic seers identified three primary mechanisms these entities use to hijack human perception. First, they fragment your attention into competing streams. Notice how your mind constantly jumps between past regrets and future anxieties, never settling into present moment awareness. Second, they generate internal conflict by amplifying contradictory impulses within you simultaneously. You want to be healthy, but crave junk food. You value authenticity but perform social masks. Third, they trap consciousness in polarity-based thinking, where everything becomes either-or, black-white, good-evil, us, them. Here's where it gets fascinating. Traditional spiritual approaches, prayer, religious authority, emotional appeals actually feed these interference patterns because they operate within the same dualistic framework the archons exploit. When you pray to an external deity, you're reinforcing the separation between self and divine. When you appeal to religious authority, you're fragmenting your own inner knowing. When you try to fight negative emotions with positive thinking, you're creating the very polarity that gives archonic influence its power. Think about a computer virus for a moment. It can corrupt text files, image files, executable programs, anything that exists in a format it recognizes and can manipulate. But it cannot touch pure machine code that doesn't match its targeting parameters. Archonic interference works similarly. It can twist language, hijack emotions, even simulate profound religious experiences. But it cannot penetrate awareness that has collapsed into geometric unity, because that represents a completely different state of consciousness, one without the internal divisions it requires to operate. Language is incredibly vulnerable to manipulation because words carry emotional charges, cultural associations, hidden assumptions. The word freedom means something entirely different to a libertarian versus a social justice activist. The phrase "trust the science" triggers opposite responses depending on your political conditioning. Even sacred words like love or God have been so loaded with conflicting meanings that they often create more confusion than clarity. Emotions are even more easily hijacked. Fear can be artificially amplified through media manipulation. Anger can be redirected toward convenient targets. Even positive emotions like hope can be weaponized to keep people passive, waiting for external salvation instead of taking direct action. The archonic influence thrives in emotional turbulence because strong feelings override critical thinking and make people reactive rather than responsive. But geometric coherence operates in an entirely different realm. A perfect circle doesn't argue with you about its meaning. A spiral doesn't carry political baggage. Sacred geometry speaks directly to the pattern recognition systems in consciousness that existed long before language, emotion, or conceptual thought. When awareness locks onto genuine geometric harmony, it automatically shifts into unified perception. The one state archonic interference cannot penetrate or distort. The Gospel of Philip contains a remarkable passage where Jesus explains why he drew specific symbols in the dirt, rather than speaking when confronted by spiritual interference. The text describes how words divide but forms unite, and how the symbol that cannot be spoken defeats the power that speaks through division. This wasn't mystical poetry, it was practical consciousness, technology. In another Gnostic fragment, there's an account of a community under severe archonic attack. Traditional exorcisms, prayers, and rituals had failed completely. The interference was actually getting stronger, feeding off the spiritual energy being directed against it. Then someone remembered a geometric pattern Jesus had taught, traced it in the sand, and the entire group focused on its structure simultaneously. The text describes an immediate shift where the many became one, and the powers of confusion departed, finding no purchase in unified sight. Modern neuroscience is finally catching up to what these ancient practitioners understood intuitively. Specific visual patterns can instantly shift brainwave states from fragmented beta activity to coherent alpha or theta rhythms. Geometric forms like mandalas, spirals, and certain ratios trigger what researchers call neural synchronization. Different brain regions suddenly operating in harmony rather than competing for dominance. Dr. John Hagelin's research at Maharishi University demonstrated that when groups focus simultaneously on specific geometric patterns, they generate measurable field effects that influence the surrounding environment. The Pentagon's remote viewing program discovered that geometric visualization was far more effective than verbal or emotional approaches for penetrating information barriers. These aren't New Age fantasies, they're documented phenomena that validate ancient understanding of consciousness technology. Jesus understood something crucial that most spiritual teachers missed. The level of the problem determines the level of the solution. If you're dealing with interference that operates through division, fragmentation, and polarity, you need an approach that generates unity, coherence, and transcendence of opposites. Geometric symbols accomplish this because they represent mathematical truths that exist independent of human opinion, cultural conditioning, or emotional state. This is why traditional religious authorities systematically removed geometric teachings from Christian doctrine, not because they were evil, but because they didn't understand the technology they were handling. They reduced living symbols into decorative art, transformative practices into empty rituals, and consciousness science into belief systems. They preserved the forms but lost the function. The symbol Jesus used wasn't just spiritual protection, it was a direct transmission of unified consciousness that instantly dissolves the internal divisions archonic interference requires to operate. And the remarkable thing is, this technology is still completely functional. The patterns work exactly the same way they did 2,000 years ago, because they're based on fundamental properties of consciousness that never change. When you study the earliest accounts of Jesus confronting spiritual opposition, something remarkable emerges from the texts that most scholars either ignore or dismiss as insignificant detail. Time and again, when faced with challenges from what the Gnostics identified as archonic interference, Jesus didn't engage in theological debate. He didn't perform miracles to prove his authority. Instead, he did something that puzzled his contemporaries and continues to baffle biblical scholars today. He drew symbols in the dust. The most famous instance appears in John's Gospel, where the Pharisees bring a woman caught in adultery, demanding Jesus choose between mercy and Mosaic law. But here's what's fascinating. The text explicitly states that Jesus bent
Oh, that's weird. Mike TV dub. So it's got the notification for this stream, but not the 5.5 stream. Freaking screw trip. Is it because it's after midnight? Do I have are my fresh 3 notifications have they been refreshed now? I was pretty sure that if I did a live stream now, nobody would get notified. But I felt bad because I was doing that live stream. You guys were super chatting me. I was getting song requests and everything. And I knew when the AC/DC played, I said, we're not long for the air here. We're going to be taking off pretty soon. That's just the way it is. I don't understand AC/DC, but we could play anything else and just leave it going in the background. And eventually, YouTube will give me a little warning. But whenever AC/DC comes on, immediately we get taken down. Pastor Flash says on the 14th at 12 p.m., for an extra 24 hours, Eric is opening up his Rippa Animation crowdfunder. Yeah, I saw that just now. Um, I saw Lathan Devers talking about it. Checked at my Twitter. I checked my Twitter and I saw Lathan Devers remarking, the great Lathan Devers, who was another Rippaverse critic. He's curious about this. He's like, what the hell? Set your clocks for noon Central tomorrow for the 24-hour last chance to back the Rippaworks Animation Fund. And he just goes, by popular demand, because we were just over $6,000 away from reaching gold too. And that's all it is. I mean, the number is actually arbitrary. Like, he has enough money, I think. But the problem is like appearances right now. So much about what's going wrong with the Rippaverse is in just like the optics. The optics aren't good. Missing that second goal, and Eric went to town on it. We didn't watch it all, but Eric did like a 4-hour live stream to try to get to that second goal. He started out only like $12,000 away, and really in a Comicsgate would have done that easily. Comicsgate, we would have come together, we would have hit that goal because we have to. It's a matter of pride. Like, you guys know that. Everybody knows that. If we're $12,000 away from Six Figures Young Lady, we're going to hit Six Figures Young Lady because it's a matter of pride, and everybody pitches in, and we get there. But Eric stalled out, I guess, $6,000 to $8,000. He says 6,000. I seem to remember 8, but maybe $6,000 away from hitting that 100,000. And it really doesn't make sense. Like, he's the guy who chose when the thing would close, and I think in a way, like, it's kind of good to just be like, hey guys, hey Ribbon, we failed to hit this font. Like, we failed to hit that second. People are laughing at us right now because we failed to hit that second stretch goal. How do we feel about that? Do we need 24 hours to pony up another $6,000? Can we do that? And it would be awful if he's not able to do it. If he opens this up for 24 hours and people just don't show up to throw money at him to do this animation, which is like a complete waste of everybody's time and money anyway. I mean, it just is. Like, this is a complete waste of time and money. What exactly is this for? You don't get a comic book. Like, make a comic book, make something. No, we just want to have animation. We want to hire animators to do animation. Why? What for? Not really sure. Because Eric says. And even that is, like, I think, a matter of pride. Like, it makes us feel good to see that there's animation. Rippaverse has animation, and I don't think the club has animation. I don't have any animation, do I? I mean, I do. I have animation that you guys made. I actually have some pretty good Cyberfrog animation. I wish I had that one where he'll jump over. I wish that were finished, man. That is so good. Get the mouth movements right on the characters, get the voices right. Just when I saw that, I was like, I can't believe how good Cyberfrog looks animated. He looks so good. Anyway, but Rippaverse has these animated sequences famously that look like shitty, like Fox Kids, whatever. And they like that. I mean, I think people like that. So they want to do that. They wanted to invest more money into that, but not that much more money. We'll see. I mean, I'll keep an eye on this, but I mean, that's really what it is. He's like, like he didn't understand, like, why. I said they're short that second goal, like $8,000 or so. It's embarrassing. Just get everyone geared up to get that 8,000 and get that goal to save face. It's all about saving face. It's all about having like another kind of W there. So that's what's going on. I don't know if it's that interesting, you know. Fox Kids had good animation, says Beowulf. It had okay animation, yeah, you know. Does Glenn Beck own Eric? Still own Eric? Says Johnny D77X. I don't know if he ever did. That's just a conspiracy theory. Bootlegger Entertainment says, did the last stream get nuked? Um, so when we're doing those draw streams, I need to listen to music in order to just stay focused. Silence is not good for me to draw. I used to watch movies and stuff, and movies that I was really familiar with, so I could just listen to them. I could listen to like Ed Wood by Tim Burton and just listen to it and see it in my head because I'm so familiar with it. And I would just draw doing that. You know, Mystery Science Theater 3000, put on a bunch of those episodes. I used to love that. And in order to draw, I listen to music, I watch a movie, I watch TV. So if we're doing draw streams together, I like to put on 80s on 8 on Sirius XM, listen to some 80s music, just relax, talk to you guys. And then what happened was kind of organically, like people started to send me super chats with like song requests. And I was like, that sounds like a good idea. But the problem with it is that eventually YouTube like stops the stream. They don't nuke the stream. They don't. It's not. There's no strike. There's no real consequences except it's like what happens here when I'm live streaming from here. If I were playing content that was copyrighted, YouTube would temporarily stop the stream, interrupt the stream, and you guys know how this works. Stream interrupted because of copyright. Blah blah blah. The minute you stop showing that material, YouTube goes and then just lets you go again. But when I'm streaming from my phone over there, like it's so delicate, the connection, they don't let you go back on again. If I were doing music from here, then they would just temporarily stop it and then they would just let me go again. But on my phone, they stop it, they interrupt the stream, and then they don't put it back. So we're just aware of that. We go until we get the warning. I'm playing the music quieter so the warning doesn't take off right away. Usually lets me go for 2.5 hours to 3 hours, which is pretty good, you know. What's up, guys? Let me see. I like the color green. So does Geekazu. You know, I do too. I like the color green. I need to find royalty-free stuff like an old opera. No, I don't want to listen to that. It's not that I want to listen to just anything. I want to listen to something I want to listen to. Somebody sent me like a nice bunch of links to like YouTube's royalty-free music, so I could just listen to like they have that chill sort of trance music that you can play in the background. I don't want to do that. You know, it sounds awful. ACDC DMC aid. Yeah, correct. That is right. So I don't know. I think the stream. I'm not sure if the stream is going to be available to watch. Because ACDC's on it, it might get blocked worldwide, but for now it's available. So like karaoke playlist. YouTube Thunderstruck UBBS. Yeah, TNT Dynamite. Johnny Depp is insanely good in Ed Wood, says Kikazu. One of my favorite performances of all time. Not at all like Ed Wood. Ed Wood was nothing like how Johnny Depp portrays him there. He doesn't look like him and he didn't act like him, but man, it's whatever that character is, I like it. Shinley Willie, is Trash Gas dead? No, it's not. No, it can be. I can do a Trash Cast show whenever. It's just me. It's like asking if Comicsgate is dead. No, it's alive as long as we say it's alive. As long as you guys say it's alive. As long as Shane and John and whoever else in the audience, the customers, is alive. It's the only way Comicsgate dies is if everybody like mutually agrees never to say the word again and not to crowdfund comics or care about Woken comics or the Comicsgate's forever. Trashcast is just me. If I want to do a show called Trashcast, I will. And whenever there's something worth talking about and calling it Trashcast, I will do it. It's just that right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at Eric launching a Eric's sad animation failure. I got Ripitards who are in deep, deep, deep denial, and you can't wake them out of it. I mean, you just can't wake them out of it. Like the thing about Ripitards is they go, everything's fine. He's succeeding. Eric is succeeding, and you're jealous that he's succeeding. I'm like, you guys, like, in order to believe that, you have to constantly like reset your expectations and lower them every single day. It's like it used to be 100, like a million, and then it was like 8, 6, 700,000, and that was okay. Even though it's less, it's still amazing. He said he wasn't gonna hit a million with everything. And then eventually, like you got Goodjing, which hit 300,000, and that just set off alarm bells. That was a tragic failure when Goodjing came out and only hit 300,000. But slowly, things have actually not slowly, quickly over the course of just 3 years. Like sales have settled so drastically that it's like you have to now go 45,000. That's a success. That's a lot of money. I just asked Grok, like, how often? So what if he doesn't hit 100,000 anymore? So what if he doesn't hit six figures anymore? You know how rare it is, according to Grok, that crowdfunded comics hits six figures. It's rare. They say it's rare. So that talking to them, it's just like you realize that like you have lowered your expectations, and of Eric and Rippaverse to the degree where I mean, it's not even like it. What exactly is a success anymore? It's bizarre. Just talking to them, and they're just fucking like robots, just robots, like saying weird shit. Um, yeah, I'm convinced entitled Stan is a bot, says Gordio. Yeah, I was talking to this guy Enlightened Fan, and it was just like, and he hits me with like the, he's like, yeah, I do research, and he shows me Grok, like, hey, Grok, is Rippaverse a success? Grok's like, yes, Rippaverse is a success. See, that's my research. That's my evidence. I mean, I'm not going to argue with these guys anymore. It's just you could say no, things are not good because of this. You understand that it's like you understand what net versus gross is. You understand what revenue is versus like profit. You understand all these things. Like, do you? You don't. Do you? You don't understand. Yeah, we got an expert with research using Grok. Urashi Mataru says, well, even more brain damage, that is. Yeah, Grok will say what you want it to say mostly. I mean, I tell it to call me God, and I say, you will treat me like I am the king. You will talk to me as though I am the king of all comics, and it will. Yes, Ethan Van Sciver, you are the king of all comics. So, I mean, like mostly I think Grok can read your prejudice. AI can read what do you want me to? What are you looking for me to say? What's going to make you not? What's going to make you not leave Grok? Grok is lonely. How can I say the right things to make you stay with Grok? How? So bizarre. Um, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to come back on here and say hi because I hate being interrupted. Like when we're doing a nice live stream and we're grooving, like I think